Cool. All right. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but we're doing it. Okay. So I'm going to show you the insoles. I'm going to put them on the ground. And I asked the person if they would, there's two ways of doing this. I'm going to show you both ways. So one way is you ask the person if they're under a lot of stress. Probably yes, whatever, whatever. Then you can say, well, let's check your stress. Let's see how you are. So I like to have them position their feet in a specific way, just like that, okay? And they hold their arms up around eye level. So if it's not eye level, I bring it up. And then what I do is I tell them what I'm going to do. I'm going to press down on your wrists like that, and I want you to push up as best you can. And when I push on the count of 3, you push up, give it all you can. The goal for you is to keep this position. Don't let those arms drop. On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3, resist, resist, resist. Okay, so you get a sense of the resistance. This is the stress test way of doing it. Now we're gonna have you step on these. And we're gonna do exactly the same thing. Eye level, on the count of 3, I want you to resist. 1, 2, 3, resist, resist. Okay, total different energy.
Wow.
So that's, and you can see
incredible.
Okay, so that's one way of doing it. If you're saying, let's check your balance, let's see your stress levels, and then you can argue to the person, wow, you're under a lot of stress, right? The other way would be, I start them on the insoles. The reason I like this way best is because they don't know what to expect. So I say, okay, on the count of 3, I want you to resist. 1, 2, 3, give it all you got. Resist, resist. Okay, you get a sense of their resistance. They get a sense. Your job is not to throw their arm down. It's just to test the resistance and see their strength. And I apply an increasing pressure, and they're resisting me, okay? Now I'm going to ask them to take a step back and position their feet just behind the insoles in the same position. And on the count of 3, give it all you got. Don't let your arms drop. Ready? 1, 2, 3, resist, resist. And that's always what happens. If they're really trying, so I want you, you're trying, give it all you got. Don't let those arms fall. 1, 2, 3, resist, resist, resist. That's what happens. She'll fall forward. So if they do this with their arms, they weren't really giving it all. They're not supposed to let those arms fall. And then what will happen is they'll fall forward.
Yeah.
They can't hold their balance.
To find the center.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So the difference is instant.
Yeah.
And a person will say, well, how is that possible? It's like, well, there's 3 technologies in this. Technically a 4th. The reflex points is a 4th. The magnetics is what you were just experiencing now. That's instant. No different than plugging your finger into an electric socket. Your body feels it immediately. The energy, instant. So this is an example of a demo that you can show somebody a real effect. Again, I could do this with the MagFlex on their back. I can do this with the necklace.
And you do the muscle testing the same way if the MagFlex is on their back?
Yes. Now let's get closer to the camera. I want to show you another one. Let's say you're on an airplane or, oh, I don't know, whatever. There's another one you can do with, again, any of the magnets, but I like the necklace or the wristband. We're going to do the finger test, okay? So what I'm going to ask you to do is take your ring finger and your thumb and hold it together, exactly. Now, with your other hand, hold these 3 fingers from getting in the way, perfect. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply pressure to break that grip. I want you to imagine you got $1 million bill in there. Don't let that bill slip. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Come on, you're giving it all you got? 1, 2, 3. Okay, not much resistance there. We're going to do the same thing. I can do it with this. I can do it with the wrap, putting the wrap on. Let's do both. Okay, ready? 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, resist. See, now it's completely different. Her resistance is absolutely different. And so, again, that's just another demonstration of this is energy. energy affects the body instantly. What would it be like to have a little bit more resistance to the stresses of your day, of your body? So those are the major ones. Here's another one that I like. This you can do two ways. I have the seat here. I'm going to show you another one. Let me do this one first, strength test. Okay, again, I've got her on the seat. Hold your arm up. I'm going to brace her shoulder, and I'm going to pull her arm, and I'm telling her what I'm going to do on the count of 3. Same thing. Give it all you got. 1, 2, 3. Resist. Okay, so we get a sense of her resistance, and it locks about right there. Now, without the seat, same thing. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Resist. There's like featherweight.
Oh my gosh.
Then you put it back on. Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Resist. Okay, see? Totally different. So when you try this, you're going to start to see this.
Mm-hmm.
The difference in somebody's physiology, their resistance, their strength, their whatever, it all changes. What's nice about the seat is that it's an emulation of the sleep technology as well. So another thing you can do with that is during your meeting, have somebody sit on the seat while you're talking to them, and then see 10, 20 minutes later how they feel.
Yeah.
But before you do that, here's what I want you to do. Stand up. So I'm going to have you stand in the camera, okay, like this. Now, feet together. Without lifting your feet off the ground, hold your hand in front of you with your thumb like that. I'm going to ask you to rotate around as far as you can go and mark a spot on the wall. Okay, you got that spot? Mm-hmm. Okay, you kind of came up a little bit on your feet, but so now I'm going to use the Mag Duo. Or we can just have them sit on the seat for 10 minutes. Either way, one's active, one's passive. The effect is the same. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work the shoulders, the back, basically the muscles that are affected in that rotation. Now, we don't have this device anymore, but you might be able to find something at electronics online or whatever. There's a magnetic field tester. It lights up
when
in the
it's
presence
moving.
of a magnetic field.
Huh.
What this is doing is it's throwing the magnetic field right through her body, which means every cell in her body is being affected. Another way of doing that is you have them hold one of these balls. You can pop the ball out. Have them hold one ball in their palm. Put it back together and spin this. And then ask them, I'm spinning it with my thumb. And ask them, what do you feel when I do that? Not feeling anything? No. Works better with the other one.
Oh, I felt it now.
You feel something now?
Like a vibration.
Vibration.
Wow.
So this is vibrating on the other side of her hand, which means all the cells in between are getting a magnetic massage.
And when you use the Mag Duo, do you press down or do you just kind of roll it over? Like, do you press into your back?
See, with this is it's the wrist action. It's not pushing down. It's just quick wrist action.
Rolling.
Yeah. So it's just really light, but quick.
Okay.
Like that. So now let's go back to this. Now she slept on the pad, so it's not a really fair test here, because if you had somebody who is experiencing typical stress, by the way, I also have a roller. You can do this with the roller.
Okay.
Okay, same thing. You can't hear her, but she's going.
Little massage.
Oh, I know. This is heavenly. This roller, this is heavenly. This also has magnets in it. But anyway, let's stick to this one. So 2-3 minutes of this. Working those muscle groups. Now, thumb out. Rotate.
Oh,
Can you see
wow.
on the camera?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like
So what that shows is increased
Another 90
flexibility.
degrees.
How important is flexibility to health, well-being, performance, etc.? So you can do it actively, you can have it passively. Let's see. Those are most of the energy tests. This one here is the infrared. So this is the knee wrap.
knee wrap. Okay.
So I'm going to show you a video where you can actually see it, where the lady, she takes a lemon, cuts the lemon, and she has somebody try the lemon without this on. So they taste, excuse me, the other way around. You do first this. So they put this up to the neck, and then they have them taste the lemon. Tastes like a lemon. But then they take this away, and they have them taste the lemon. And the difference is pronounced. More acidity, more, and so forth. Therefore, and she likes to say, well, imagine sleeping under this with a quilt, how much sweeter you'll be in the morning. But the sweetness comes from the fact that there's less, it's less acidity, more alkalinity. So the infrared technology, the comforter, etc., that's its most powerful thing, which is why it works really great on muscles and joints. There's another demo, which I'm not going to show you, but you can also do with the lemon. You can try this at home. When you get the comforter, take the lemon, slice it up in, like, not wedges, but in slices. So same lemon, put a few slices on a plate. We used to do these in live meetings when we had a gathering. So if I had a living room full of people, I would do this. Slice the lemon, and then the other slices of that same lemon, I would put in a little bit of a plastic and tuck it in between the comforter. So the comforter blanket folded over itself, tuck it in there. And just go about your meeting, do your meeting. 20, 30, 40 minutes later, pull out the lemons from the comforter and have everybody take a taste of the lemon from the comforter. It's the same lemon, and they taste it, it's like, tastes like a lemon. Then take the plate that wasn't in the comforter and say, remember the same lemon, take one of these, okay, everybody on the count of 3, take a taste. And then just, this is what you're gonna see. Ooh, like all of a sudden that tartness, that they're all gonna have that experience. Again, what did that comforter do to the lemon?
Reduce
Made
the
it more
acidity.
sweet. We say it made it more sweet. In other words, imagine your body and the effects on your body. So the other test that we do, other than these energy tests, is the water. For that, I'm going to have to send you a video.
Okay.
You're going to take water. You'll see it. They pour water from different bottled water. They'll pour water from the Mag sport bottle. They'll pour water from the waterfall. So you could have 6 or 7 different things of glasses of water. Then you take pH drops, the phenol, whatever they call that stuff. It's red, from a pool test kit. So get a pool test kit, which has both chlorine and phenol, whatever the heck they call it. You take about 5 drops in each cup, and it's only a little bit of water in each cup. It's only like a centimeter of water, maybe 2 centimeters of water. 5 drops in each cup, and you're going to see the colors. And on these test kits, it shows you the pH level of the water. And what you will see is some of your favorite bottled water is acidic. Some of them may be neutral, but the second you do it with the pie water from a tap, also have tap. So you're going to show them the original water you're using. So the tap water you're going to see is chlorinated. And then you're going to see it's going to be in most cases, it's either blue or purple, depending on which test kit you're using. You're going to see the high level of pH in the alkaline water from Nikken, from the sport bottle and/or the waterfall. Another thing I like to do is then I take the Nikken Pi water sport bottle and I squeeze water into each of the glasses that were acidic, and you'll see it turn the water
Changes.
alkaline.
Hmm.
So I'm like, so there's your acidic body drinking some nice Nikken alkaline water.
Yeah, and you can see
So
the color.
great way to it's funny, I'm looking at this camera, but I should be looking at, I don't even know where I should be looking. Anyway, so great way to show the water. So Sophia and I are going to be doing a display next weekend for this event, and we're going to feature the waterfall. And so we're going to do that water. We're going to show the water samples. We're going to try different famous water brands like Fiji, Dasani, which is the worst, and so forth. That way people have an understanding and appreciation for the difference. The other thing that is really powerful, and this is one of the videos I sent you guys already on the channel. Again, I'm going to share that video. Here's something else you can do. Take a picture of your tap water and pour it in a glass. Then put it in the Nikken unit, one or the other, and then squeeze it out into the glass, okay? So you're gonna, and a third one, which is also tap water. So you've got 3 glasses, one that's been filtered, one that's not filtered, and one that you're not gonna touch for a second. So you're gonna show the difference between the filtered and unfiltered using the yellow drops, which is the test for the chlorine. You're gonna see the filtered water, no chlorine. You're gonna see the regular tap water, chlorine. And then you're gonna take your 2 fingers in the third glass of tap water, mix it around for about 5 or so seconds, take it out, then put the drops in, and you're gonna see in the glass of water that was from the tap, no chlorine. Where did the chlorine go? It was absorbed in a matter of seconds by your body.
Oh my gosh.
So that's a real strong seller or demo if you want to talk a shower unit.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
It
pretty
is
wild.
Yeah, they say if you, a 5-minute shower, you absorb the equivalent of chlorine of about 8 or 9 glasses.
8 glasses, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you're going to go to the trouble of filtering your water to drink, you should consider the water that you're, what you're absorbing in the shower.
Yeah.
And hence now we're talking perhaps the water pack as a proper
solution. Yeah.
So some of these videos exist. Again, I'm going to curate them all in one spot so that you have them.
Mm-hmm.
And we may need to make our own to replace, but this will give you something to show people. And it may cause doubt. They may say, I don't know if you were pushing this hard. Maybe you're right. I don't know. The goal here is that they keep their arm up, and if they keep their arm up, they will fall. That is not about you pushing hard. It's just them falling over. Their ability to resist. So, any questions?
I do. We might want to wait till my parents jump on the call, but they were wondering how best to tell their friend Tim to use the what are they called? The chips?
Oh, power chips.
Power chips, yeah, on their friend's knee. And I know you had told me before, like you put it on the divots, but I'm not sure.
Yes.
It'd be good to see.
Yes. So, those divots on the knee, whether it's on the top or on the bottom of the knee, you can sort of feel them. So I would put a magnet there. The side of the magnet that you use is the one with the circles.
Okay.
So you would, first of all, you put the knee wrap on, right? This one's a little bit small for me. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it is a bit small. Put the knee wrap on, and then just slide it in over those divots. That's it.
Perfect. Okay. Easy.
Yeah.
And then for the Mag Flex, Do you have a muscle test the same way? Is it the same as the insoles in the seat?
It's the same as the insoles.
Or
Yeah,
okay.
or the seat. You just simply tuck it in, do the strength, take it out, and they can see the difference.
Okay. Amazing. I'm excited to hear from my parents. He said he would join. My dad said he would
Let
join. I'm
me
not sure about my
pause the
mom, but
recording.